So the digitalization of the public collections started in Hungary like 20 years ago, as I remember. How is it going on right now?
It's been quite busy. You know, we are a country with many different aspects of digitalization. We have our own artifacts and records of Hungarian history, but we also have the history of those nations who were in the Carpathian Basin before us, Romans, etc. The digitalization has been skyrocketing in the past. We have for each public collection we have one or two big institutions which are ahead in the race, and the smaller ones follow. With the National Archives taking the lead on the field of archive digitalization. We have the National Library, which is able to digitalize up to 60 million pages per year, which is quite something. And on the field of museums, we have the National Museum with a consortium of others running a site called Museum. This has the digitized items from all the different museums. But I am very proud of the Ethnography Museum, which has been undergone a huge revision as they moved places, and they have digitized most of their artifacts. And I think the Ethnography Museum is the institution which has most of its artifacts digitized.
And what is your opinion about the special diplomats who are visiting several archives outside of Hungary to find those important papers which are related to Hungary?
The Hungarian history has been ridden by different wars and overtaken by different nations. So a big portion of our history is lost from our archives as a result. And the goal of these diplomats who are in charge of research at the big cities, where we believe most of our lost history can be found, is to find these items and make a catalog, and if it's possible, if they can arrange it, then digitalize some of it and bring it home, so we can have missed pieces of our history put together again.
How the Ministry of Culture and Innovation helping this library challenge program, and what's the goal of it?
We have seen a growth in the number of people registering with the libraries, as well as taking out the documents. The documents taken out from the libraries has been on a constant growth in the past 2 years. So we thought, why not challenge the libraries to make this favorable trend an even better one, and the results so far are great in big libraries like the one in Debrecen, where we thought that growth is almost impossible. We can tell that there is some place from growth. Mr. Director mentioned that over 3% of the number of people registering with the library have been grown over 3%. Kids under the age of 14 are almost over 20% growth, and also the number of documents that have been taken out from the library is also on the growth. So there is a growth even in the big places, but in smaller places, when the library wasn't really in the focus or in the spotlight, we have seen exponential growth, and it is especially important because in small villages the library is the most important cultural institution. In Debrecen, you have many, but in small villages it's more important.
And what about the museums at the countryside and the Hungarian Genius program?
So the government, we made the decision in 2012 to give the museums to the local governments, because local museums carry the artifacts of the local community, so we thought it's in the best hands of the local governments. And this has been a great success, but the Hungarian government is also involved in helping out the small museums. We have had several programs modernizing the museums, interiors, as well as as well as the exhibitions. One of them, the latest, was called Magyar Genius, Hungarian Genius. Before that, we had the Kumini program, and we are working on the continuation. Many new exhibitions were put up, and the cooperations between the museums have been.
And what do you think how the children can be attracted to visit more the museums, the libraries, and how the museum pedagogy is important in their lives?
I believe museum pedagogy in Hungary is something similar to the Kodály method in the 20th century. It's very important in transforming museums into providing the knowledge, and not just studying and keeping the artifacts, which are very important, but also passing on the knowledge to the next generation.
And what were the results of the Cultural Roads meeting last year, which was organized by the Council of Europe?
It was a highly successful meeting. The feedback is great. It was organized by the Hungarian Open Air Museum in Szentendre, and this year we are expecting the one in Turkey. The Cultural Roots really carry out a program which shows the similarities between different nations in Europe, and I think it's very important, especially these times.
Thank you.